The urgency in Seraphine's voice sent a jolt of fear through Un. The elders are moving, Seraphine repeated.
Not long, she replied. A day at most before they reach the palace. The war council was gathered in the grand chamber. Taehyung stood at the head of the table.
"You'll fight," he said firmly.
YN stood before a mirror, dressed in armor crafted from silver and enchanted obsidian.
"You look ready," he said. "If we make it through this, we will."
The battlefield was a storm of chaos. Fire erupted from her hands. Together, they moved like two halves of the same force.
"So, the lost princess finally returns," he sneered.
"You'll have to go through me first," Taehyung said.
Not impossible, YN said. I am the heir of the Forgotten Realm. The elder screamed. Victory was theirs. You did it, we did, and kissed him. The battlefield now lay silent.
"Are you okay? There's still work to be done." He guided her inside. "About the kiss, do you regret it? It means that I care for you more than I should."
YN lay awake. Sleep pulled her into the depths of her past. You and I, this love isn't meant to be locked behind palace walls. Then let's run away.
"I remember us. And do you remember how it ended? Then let me remind you." He pulled her into his arms.
Their love was something even time couldn't erase. The weight of the memories pressed against YN's chest. Why had she forgotten? She pulled away slightly. Our love was never meant to survive under the rule of the Hi-Fi elders. Her fists clenched. Did they take my memories from me? Then we start anew. For the first time in a long time, hope ignited in her chest. YN found herself walking through the castle gardens. Dance with me. He pulled her close, his free hand settling gently on her waist.
"I remember how much you loved me."
Silence stretched between them. Then let's make new memories. The weight of YN's memories settled in her heart like a bittersweet melody. I want to remember everything. He nodded, exhaling softly. She stood in the grand ballroom of Fairyland's palace. Before them stood the Hi-Fi elders. A final pulse of magic erupted from the elders, and darkness swallowed her whole. YN gasped as the vision faded. She would fight for their love. The evening air was thick with the scent of blooming jasmine.
"Walk with me?" "Do you remember?" Taehyung began. Change doesn't diminish what we feel."
The world around them faded. Yes, she breathed, closing the distance. Their lips met in a tender kiss. Then let's not waste any more time. Did you plan this? She teased. I wanted tonight to be special. They settled onto the blanket. My heart has always been yours.
He leaned in again, capturing her lips, rediscovering the nuances of their connection.
In the quiet hours before dawn, she was ready to face anything. Taehyung squeezed her hand gently.
Whether by fate or choice, I know that my heart belongs with yours.
A tear slipped down her cheek. It was a love written in the stars, yet nurtured by their choices. The sun dipped below the horizon. Yet here we stand, together. In the tapestry of fate.
Will you allow us to write the rest of our story together, as partners, as equals?
Yes, Taehyung, she whispered, bound by a love that was truly destined. The grand palace of the Forgotten Realm shimmered. Today was the day YN and Taehyung would be bound in eternal love. Taehyung stood in his private chamber.
I am more than ready.
In another wing of the palace. Yes, I am. The grand courtyard was transformed. As she reached him, he extended his hand. The high priestess stood before them. From this day until the stars cease to shine, I vow to stand by your side.
You are my past, my present, and my future. May I kiss my wife? To last forever.
The celebration had lasted for hours. He had discarded his ceremonial robes.
You look like a dream, he murmured.
Final seal on a love written in the stars. The world outside faded, but the beginning of forever. The first light of dawn spilled through the tall crystal windows of the palace. Taehyung stirred awake to find YN resting on his chest, her hair glowing like spun gold in the sunlight. For a moment, he simply watched her breathe, peaceful, safe, and finally his. He brushed a stray strand of hair from her face and whispered,
Even the sun envies you.
YN smiled sleepily. And you still talk like a poet at sunrise. He chuckled, pressing a kiss to her forehead.
When you're my muse, how can I not?
YN and Taehyung shared breakfast in the palace gardens. Between the aroma of fresh fruits and honeyed tea, their laughter echoed through the quiet courtyard. Taehyung fed her a strawberry.
For my queen, he said dramatically.
YN rolled her eyes but leaned closer. You're lucky I love you.
Lucky, he smirked. No, my love, I'm blessed.
Taehyung led YN to a secluded garden hidden behind the palace. Quote,
This place grows only once every 1,000 years, he whispered.
The flowers glowed faintly, their petals shimmering with magic. YN gasped as a single white rose unfolded before her eyes, its glow reflecting in her irises. He knelt down, plucked it carefully, and placed it in her hair.
A bloom that lasts forever, for the love that will never fade.
Music filled the grand hall once more. Taehyung extended his hand with a mischievous grin.
May I have this dance, my queen?
YN laughed softly. You never tire of calling me that.
Never, he said, pulling her close. It reminds me that my dream came true.
They danced beneath floating lanterns and star-like lights. Every twirl felt like a heartbeat, slow, gentle, and infinite. As the music faded, Taehyung cupped her face.
No matter how many lifetimes come and go, find me again, YN.
Tears welled in her eyes. Even if the stars fall and the realms crumble, I'll find you.
He smiled softly. Then this is our promise, across time, across worlds, across forever.
As they lay together under the starlit balcony, YN whispered, "Do you think the stars write our story?"
Taehyung gazed at the night sky. No, he murmured, they only watch. We are the ones who write it.
Her fingers brushed his cheek. Then let's never stop writing. Peace returned to the forgotten realm. YN sat by the balcony, looking over her kingdom. Taehyung approached from behind, wrapping his arms around her waist. Our people are happy again, she whispered.
Because their queen carries light in her heart, he said, resting his chin on her shoulder. And because their king never lets it dim.
As they gazed at the stars, YN placed Taehyung's hand gently over her stomach. Taehyung, she whispered softly. He froze, eyes widening in disbelief.
Are you?
She nodded tearfully, smiling. Our story continues. He pulled her into a tight embrace, overwhelmed with joy.
The stars have blessed us once again.
Tales of Queen YN and King Taehyung spread across the lands, of the rulers who loved so deeply that even time couldn't separate them. Their garden bloomed eternally, the white rose never withering, a reminder that true love doesn't fade, it evolves. And whenever night fell, the stars shimmered a little brighter, as if smiling at the story they had once watched unfold.